Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Ashish Singh. I am student of BSc Honors Agriculture, 6th semester, Department of Agronomy, Mir Shire Agriculture University. Now the topic of our assignment is plant deficiency symptoms. Now those nutrients which plant can synthesize in their body are non-essential, which don't required by plants, and those which required to the plant which cannot be synthesized by their body, that are essential nutrients. Now in next plant nutrients categorized in two different categories, macro and micro. Macro means those nutrients which required plants in large amount, like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. And those which require plant in short and less amount are micronutrients, like molybdenum, iron, like the silicon. These are the micronutrients. Plants need the right combination of nutrients to live, grow and reproduce. When plants suffer from severe deficiency, they show symptoms of being unhealthy. So we talk about the symptoms which are shown by the plant by deficiency of different nutrients. Plant can suffer deficiency where the growing conditions are poor. Plants are unable to take nutrients present in the soil. Nutrient deficiency cause symptoms such as leaf yellowing or browning, burning of leaves, something in this disinfective patterns. Now these are the some major symptoms which are showed by the plants, like stunted growth, interveinal chlorosis, necrosis, purplish red coloring. Necrosis means the death of the cell, and chlorosis means yellowing of leaf tissues. So these are the major symptoms which are showed by the plants on different stages by deficiency of different nutrients. Now nutrient deficiency symptoms may be classified as follows: complete crop failure, crop stunted growth, the failure of reproduction on crop, delayed abnormal maturity, or waste difference without leaf symptoms, poor quality of crops, including difference in proteins, oil, starch content and storage quality, yield difference in detected only on careful experiment work. Now we talk about the deficiency symptoms of nitrogen. Symptoms appear on the older or lower leaves. Deficiency symptoms first appear on the tip of the progress along with the midrib until the entire leaf is dead. Tips become chlorotic. Leaves narrow, short, erect, lemon yellowish coloring. Prolonged deficiency leads plant color with the color leaf turning yellow, chlorosis, followed by leaf tip death, and leaf margin developing a brown discoloration, necrosis. Upper leaf remains green, but lower are turned yellow. Plant growth and development is slow. Plants will be stunted. So next we talk about the phosphorus. Phosphorus is a major nutrients which required to plant. Initially deficiency appeared darker green with reduced growth affecting the leaf size and stem thickness. Poor trailing branching. Plant growth will be slow and stunted. Older leaf will be have a purple coloration, particularly on the underside. Eventually leaf death of the older leaf may occur. In most cases, the lack of phosphorus delays flowering in plant, poor root growth. Now next we talk about the major nutrient, that is potassium. The leaves of the potassium deficiency plant are small and dark green. The plants have short interlude resulting in compact plant appearance. These symptoms are followed by a sudden development of irregular necrotic issues. On the older leaf, the edges will look burnt and symptom known as splotch. Plant will easily lodge and be sensitive to disease infestation. Fruit and seed production will be impaired and poor of quality, poor grain formation. And the next we talk about the calcium. Affect the growth point of the young leaves. This mostly affects the young leaves of the plants. The growth is reduced with tiny black spots appearing around the mid-leaf area of young plant leaves and the tips of the very young leaves. In some cases, the black spots appear on the growing points. The growing tips of the roots and leaf will turn brown and die. The edges of the leaf will look ragged as the edges of merging leaves stick together. During the fruiting, lack calcium nutrition deficiency can result in fruit cracking, water-soaked tissues, or blossom and root. Now, next we talk about the magnesium. Older leaves will be yellow in color with interveinal chlorosis yellowing between the vein symptoms. As the magnesium nutrition deficiency prolongs, necrosis develops between the veins and the leaf curl downward. Plant growth will be slow and some plants may easily infested by disease. Eventually, leaf and plant death may occur. Magnesium deficiency becomes rare. So next we talk about the sulfur. In the uniform chlorosis of light greenish yellow pigmentation develop anywhere between the young and mature leaves, but rarely on older leaves. As the symptom advanced, uniform chlorosis spread to the rest of the leaf area. Now, next we talk about the micronutrients which require plant in less amount but symptoms are raised if deficiency is caused. Iron, ferrous iron. Interveinal chlorosis will occur on the merging and young leaf from the base, but in some as from the tip with eventual bleaching of the new growth. When the sweat, the entire plant may be light green in color. Even the stems appear chlorotic. Next we talk about the manganese. This is another micronutrient which require plant in less quantity. Interveinal chlorosis of young leaves while the leaves and plant remain generally green in color. The young and recently mature leaf develop chlorosis followed by stripping of necrosis on recently matured leaves. Flowering is strongly inhibited by the deficiency of manganese. Drastic reduction of the shoot and the root growth of the root growth is common. Drastic reduction of the shoot and root growth is common by the deficiency of manganese. Now next we talk about the copper, which is another micronutrient. Plant growth will be slow. Plants stunted with the distortion of young leaves and the death of the growing point. Leaves develop chlorotic streak on the other side of the midrib. In some species, a fringe of a blush green appear, especially over the veins. This is followed by impaired flower development. The development that includes reduced size, premature abscission or abortion. New leaves do not unroll, and the distal parts of the leaf maintain needle-like appearance. Reduce tillering and increase specular sterility. Now next we talk about the zinc. Dusty brown spots on the upper leaves, stunted growth of the plants, decreased tillering, increased specular sterility. Upper leaves will slow in interveinal chlorosis, eventually whiting of the affected leaf sticks on the lower leaves. Leaves may be small, distorted with the rosette form. So these are the symptoms of the zinc which appear on the plants by its deficiency. Now next we talk about the boron. White rolled leaf tip of the young leaves. Reduction in plant height. Plant growth height will be short, stunted growth. Depth of the growing points. From the tips where plant grow, these are maybe move toward depth initially. But new tiller continue to emerge during severe deficiency. Plants unable to produce particles if defected by boron deficiency. Primary roots by develop thin swollen root tips with numerous short secondary root developing close to the giving which a Brome symptom. Next, we talk about the molybdenum, which is another micronutrients which cause severe deficiency, and symptoms are being shown on the plants. Symptoms will frequently appear similar to nitrogen, like chlorotic. Older and middle leaves become chlorotic first, and in some instances, leaf margins are rolled, and growth and flower formation are restricted. Now next we have chlorine, which has severe symptoms on the plants by its deficiency. Younger leaves will chlorotic and plant will easily wilt. Some wilt is caused by deficiency of water, but some wilt is caused by chlorine. For weed, a plant disease will infest the plant when chlorine is deficient. So chlorine deficiency is in severe, plant will totally wilt and it's unable to grow and reach its maturity stage. Now next we have silicon. Leaves, leaves and comes become soft, droppy, thus increasing mutual shading. Reduce photosynthetic activity due to silicon. The photosynthetic activity is totally restricted in the plant. It is a severe kind of symptom by its deficiency. Severe silicon deficiency reduce the number of panicles. Panicle, like in sorghum, corn, in the crop of maize we have corn, in the crop of sorghum we have panicle. So, mean the yield product of the sorghum we call panicle. And the number of filled spikelets in the panicle. Silicon deficiency plants susceptible to bleaching. So these are the symptoms which are caused by silicon. So these are the symptoms which are caused by the micro and macronutrients, and symptoms are screen in front of you. So thank you so much for that.